Hello everyone, welcome you all. Let's start another session of the chapter Reaching the Age of Adolescence. So in this session we will discuss about changes at puberty. That means during the puberty period what changes takes place in the human being. The first one, increase in height, means person takes height. The onset of the puberty period usually results in a dramatic, sudden and visible increase in height and weight. Means during this time height and weight both will increase. Also there are changes in the body proportions. In the proportion of body, means shoulders, means legs, means arms, they all grow in different proportion, and that's why we say that this offset results in disproportionate size, causing awkwardness among adolescents. Because disproportionate size takes place, means different part of the body grow in different proportions, not in a particular fixed proportion. So disproportionate means arms and legs grow faster, so the person looks some different, and sometime the person feel awkwardness about their body. It is only and only due to disproportionate size. However, this awkwardness disappear once full growth has been attained. Obviously, when the full body will grow, then this that seems to be disproportionate size, but it maintain itself, it adjusts itself, and the after full growth, the become person become handsome, or in the case of girl they become beautiful. This spurt in physical growth is more evident in girls between 11 to 13 years of age. It is between 13 to 15 years of boys. So these kind of changes easily visible in girls in during 11 to 13 year, and in boys 13 to 15 year. So this one is the graph where we can easily see the changes according to the age. Second one is change in the size of heart and lungs. There are changes in the size of heart and lungs. These are less apparent but equally important. Yes, obviously these are important. The diameter of the heart increases by about 50%. Diameter increases about 50%. Means the size of heart increases about 50%, and the weight almost double itself. Weight become double, diameter increases 50%. This is an increase in the size and capacity of lungs too. Obviously capacity of lungs means more air can be retained into the lungs in comparison to a child. So that's why the capacity of lungs increases. Change in body shape. Many changes take place in the shape and size of the body. These changes are different in boys and girls. Change in voice. Larynx, which is known as our voice box, also known as I told you, it is also known as voice box. It is present in the throat. It is a tube-shaped piece of cartilage. Cartilage, basically these are soft bones that you will discuss in your higher classes. The larynx is what gives a characteristic pitch of voice to every individual. Pitch of voice. This word will be easily understandable in the chapter sound. But as this word comes here, I want to tell you this is a characteristic of sound. So this characteristic is different in different individual. So this characteristic is due to larynx. Before puberty, the larynx is small and vocal cords are short and thin. Vocal cords, which basically this is the structure in the throat where vocal cords, you can understand that these are the kind of muscles. So larynx is small, vocal cords are short and thin. Hence the voice of a child is high pitched. आपने देखा होगा कि जब एक बच्चा बोलता है तो बहुत पतली आवाज और ऐसा लगता है कि वो बहुत चिल्ला के बोल रहा है. Then that of an adult. एक एडल्ट की आवाज थोड़ी भारी होती है. तो भारी आवाज लो पिच की वजह से और तीखी आवाज हाई पिच की वजह से. As one goes through puberty, the larynx become bigger. Earlier it was smaller. Larynx become bigger and the vocal cord lengthen. Earlier they were short, but now they increase in their length. Earlier they were thin, but now they become thick. This makes the voice deeper. जो एक मेल की आवाज में डीपनेस होती है, मेल की आवाज में जो भारीपन होता है, this is due to these changes. This process lasts over a few months. Once the larynx grow fully, the changes in voice stabilize. As I told you that during the puberty period, many changes takes place. So sometimes some awkwardness can appear. वॉइस में भी आ सकती है, आपकी फिजिकल अपीयरेंस में भी आ सकती है, बट एक बार आपकी बॉडी फुल ग्रोथ कर जाए उसके बाद आपकी वॉइस भी स्टेबलाइज हो जाती है और आपकी बॉडी भी डिसअप्रोप्रिएट नहीं लगती, डिसप्रपोर्शनेट नहीं लगती, एप्रोप्रिएट प्रपोर्शन में आ जाती है. When the larynx grows larger during puberty, it protrudes out in front of the throat. ये देखिए यहाँ पे throat से बाहर ये जो outside निकला हुआ bulging area है, this is called Adam's apple and it is a characteristic, you can say a characteristic point for the male. Larynx grows more in boys than in girls. This results in the highlighting of the Adam's apple in front of their neck. So this one is known as Adam's apple. What makes the voice? You will discuss in your sound chapter also about that. When you speak, air rushes from your lungs and makes your vocal cord vibrate. As I told you, vocal cord are a kind of muscles, so they vibrate. This produces sound of your voice. The male have longer vocal cord while females have shorter vocal cords. That's why male और female की voice में difference होता है. Hence there is a difference in pitch. Shorter vocal cord, high pitch, and longer vocal cords, low pitch. The sound changes into speech with the help of teeth, lips, and nasal cavity. So they all will help. Now the next one that will change, increased activity of sweat and sebaceous gland. These are the glands which are present on our especially face. Means sebaceous glands are present on face, but sweat glands are present on our skin. The sweat glands of the body develop fully during puberty and there is an increased secretion of sweat. That means more sweat start to secrete. तो आपने देखा होगा कि इस समय पसीना ज्यादा आता है. Acne and pimples are common among adolescents due to increased production of sebum from the sebaceous gland. So these glands start to secrete more. That's why these changes occur. Okay. So rest of the topic we will discuss in our next session. Have a nice day. Goodbye.